Hey everybody, another Facebook Live on progress on Do a Day. I'm sitting in my hotel room in New York City, which I'm hoping not to get snowed into tomorrow. Should be able to get out of here. But I wanted to give a little update on Do a Day, and Evgeny Shatsky gave me the great idea of sharing a bit of the table of contents. So giving people a sense of what's actually in the book. So I'm going to actually split this out over two different updates. So first I want to talk about the structure of the book, and then next time I can go into the details on what's actually in each of those sections. So just to recap for people who don't know, I'm working on a book. It's getting close to publishing. It's actually all written at this point, and the book is a self-help book. It's a book that's focused on things that I've gone through in my life and teaches you the philosophy that I developed to get through those things, whether it's things going on at work, at home, health and wellness kind of stuff, weight loss, one of my personal things that I've dealt with, diets, big physical challenges like running a marathon, climbing a mountain, really anything. And those can all sound really big and they may seem too big to you, but you probably face analogous and similarly big things on your end. Just seeing some people who have joined in, which is very cool. Last time I did this, it was a quick thrown together thing in the middle of an airport, and so no one got to actually see it live, but I see Amanda Fredrickson joined in. Good to see you there. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, let me go over some of the structure of the book and give you a taste of what the content is about. And then I'll just give a quick update on where we're at in the process of getting the book out to the market. So essentially, I have split the book into three sections. The first one is a bit of storytelling from my life, and I split each chapter, which I call days, because the book is called Do a Day, so each chapter is a day. I split them up thematically in terms of what kind of challenge I'm telling you about. So for example, there's one on trying to lose weight. I've lost about 100 pounds in my life, and I share how I went through that, what it's like facing that. Another one is on diet. So I happen to be a vegan. I was not always a vegan, but I talk about making major dietary changes and how to look at diet and how to look at that question. So a number of different days that I do, and the purpose of that first section of the book is really to share with you my story so you can understand how does this philosophy actually come to be and how does it play out. So for people who've ever read like a Harvard Business School case study, it's that kind of thing. It's like case studies to teach you through real world applications what the philosophy is all about. The second section is actually building blocks. So it teaches you or walks you through the two major things that you need to have underlying you to be able to go out and do a day for any challenge that faces you. And those two things are your motivation and a real goal. So I walk you through how do you find your true motivation, how do you establish that, and it's got to be one that will really sustain you through the challenges in life. And the second is around goal setting. So there's a lot of content out there, and I try to make sense of all that and guide you through how do you set meaningful goals that will challenge you without destroying you, but also set you up for success, and what's the structure of those goals to make sure that you can achieve them. And then the final section is, just some real world applications. So if you understand the philosophy from the first section and you see how it can work across a variety of different situations through my experience, and then you have those building blocks in place, then that last section is just a bit of practical application for the kinds of things that I found people to want to use the philosophy for most frequently. I just saw Chris Fuqua joined in. Hey Chris, hope you're doing well. So that's things like diet and exercise. Those seem to be the most common things that people come to me about or want to share their story for. And the things that in my coaching experience, those are the things that people tend to come to me for and want to get help with. I also do a lot of career coaching, but I'd say it's that weight loss and applied through fitness and applied through diet that are the toughest things that people seem to face and want to get help with. So that's the main focus of the third and final section, but then I just throw in the last chapters really just in general, lay out a table of a variety of different things you may face. I think there's 10 or 12 different situations without going into any real depth, but how might you go about applying the philosophy in those situations to overcome, to get through those challenges, to deal with the hardships, or to achieve those really big goals. It doesn't have to be negative. It can be great stuff. And to really just inspire your life for something better, which is really exciting. I've faced a lot in my life, as has everyone, and I try to make the book really relatable and try to just teach what I've learned through that process to help people out. So I hope that resonates with people, and big thanks to Evgeny for the idea to share a bit of that content. And what I want to do next time is go over some of those specific chapters in the first section, so you can see really specifically what are some of the challenges or the goals that I've faced as I've developed this philosophy over the years. So the progress update, other important thing to do. So getting some love from Di Manuel. Thank you, sir. This whole Facebook Live on the book, that was his idea in the first place, so it's nice to see him tuning in and sharing some love. Big thanks, Di. So where am I at in the book? I got back the first cut of the ebook on Monday, which is awesome. Very excited for that. There are a couple changes that I need to request of the ebook folks, and they're doing that. So that's coming together really quickly, and I'm going to say it was really cool to see my book in a Kindle, because there's a Kindle app you put on your computer that simulates what the final product will look like, and so to see that up there, see my cover, see my content, that was pretty cool. So I will say I got kind of giddy. Shared that out up on Facebook. I had hoped to start recording the audiobook last week, but for those who don't know, I have a extremely busy job and professional lifestyle, and that's awesome. I absolutely love my job, but it does just take a lot of me. And I also have an amazing family that I want to commit as much of my time to as possible. So, recording the book at night was not something that I thought was a great idea last week, so I put it off, and that's okay. That's my goal for next week, is to start that recording. So I want to get the ebook and the audiobook put together. And as soon as the ebook is finalized, then I'm going to start my focus on the print book, and that's pretty cool. The one holdup there, for those who didn't see, is I had a logo design contest going on, and I had a poll out there and got some great feedback from people. Really cool. I have narrowed it down to one designer, and they're working through some of the final changes. So I'll have a logo for Do a Day put together pretty soon, and I want to put that onto the book in place of the title text. So I'm just waiting for that, and then I can start moving to print, which is a pretty exciting thing to be able to see. So yeah, I'm really pumped, very excited to be sharing that. Janice Fishel just joined. Janice, I hope you're doing well. So yeah, getting close to publishing, close to the ebook being done, the audiobook starting to come together, the title, the logo, all that starting to come together, starting to think about the marketing for it, and just a huge thanks to everyone who's been really supportive. I know I've posted a ton about this on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The support means a lot, and I will certainly be asking for more of that, because I will need help getting the word out. It's not about selling the book for me. That's nice, but the whole purpose is about getting the word out, because that word will hopefully help people deal with the things that they face in life through the learnings that I've been blessed to be able to come to. So I'm really excited for that, and every ounce of help people can give to getting that word out, it's just another life that can benefit. So I'm really excited for that. So thank you, Joe Wang. Nice to see you joining in. I'm going to sign off in a sec, but just again, thank you everybody for the support. I will keep these updates coming from time to time. It's very nice that New York City traffic has cooperated. There was a huge truck honking over and over and over again when I was first about to record. Kate Harrison joined in. Hey, Kate, hope you guys are doing well. So yeah, I'm going to go. Thank you, everybody, and I'll be back probably in a few days with a deeper dive into the first section, so you can hear what are the days or the chapters that I speak about there. And hey, if you have any questions, you have an idea for what else you'd like to hear me talk about, please do post it. I definitely do take the feedback. As I said, this whole this session and the next one inspired by my friend Evgeny. So please do give me a sense of what you'd like to hear about as I go through the process. Otherwise, I'll just keep you guys posted, and really, really appreciate all the support. Thanks very much, everyone. Have a good night. Bye.